Hey, welcome to the video newsletter. Welcome back if you have been following me for some time. And this week we're going to be talking about, startup growth, why you can't scale, about investments and profitability as well. And by the end of the video, I'll be sharing my product market fit checklist. So stick around. So the startup world has taught you that you need to grow, right? You need to have as many users as possible, as many paying customers as possible. You need to have the latest technology in the industry. You need to have, to clearly be different and all that. So you need, everything is about growth. Even money comes with the obligation to grow, right? Investors have growth KPIs where you need to have this many users by this date to prove traction, to prove that there is something there, right? But growth comes with pain. When you grow, your systems get tested. Mistakes happen if you don't have your basic foundational systems in place, and this slows down growth. Your team gets tested. Your team is under constant pressure that, they have to come up with the next thing that will help you grow. And obviously that in time, that takes toll on the productivity of the team. But perhaps most importantly, nobody told you that you're substituting money for growth, right? Because these two things are almost exclusive. Either you focus on growth or you're focused on profitability. The tests, the campaigns, the hacks, all of that costs money to run, and you're substituting that money for potentially more money in the future. That desire that was created in the last 10, 15 years in the startup world, that desire to grow basically leads to constant testing, constant trying. What's going to be the next feature that will bring us to the next level? What's going to be the next big thing that we do that will bring in the next, 5 clients, 10 clients, 1,000 users? And the problem with that is that 1 in 100 marketing hacks works, and so 99 times you're gonna fail, and that failure is gonna it's gonna take a toll on your team, on your well-being. Not seeing the results for a long time basically lowers your morale, lowers your team's morale. They'll say they're motivated, but you can see that they're just not. They're waiting for Fridays, and so are you at the end of the day. And you keep thinking, am I good enough? Can I even do this? What am I missing? Like, it should be relatively simple. What's the missing piece? And so the problem with growth is that, that's a normal process. It's painful. Whenever, when your teeth were growing, it was painful. When your legs were growing, it was painful. When your startup is growing, it is painful. If you don't have, your systems in place, your basic foundation set up, it is painful. And so if you keep trying to scale but can't, that means that your basics are wrong. You don't have the systems in place to support that growth. You don't have the right message that will attract users. Your positioning is off, which is why you're losing people, or they're not converting. And so you need to, if you can't scale, you need to focus on the basics, the foundations. As a junior marketer, I struggled with growth. At the startup I co-founded, we couldn't get any meaningful traction. We couldn't scale. We couldn't, attract and convert users. And we tried to growth hack our way out of problems, trying, every marketing hack in the playbook. We tried ads, We tried forming partnerships with, sellers and organizations. We even tried to write an 80-page actual book, physical book, that we sent to users, but none of these things worked. Now that was a hard lesson I had to learn. You can't scale without solid foundations. And the stronger these foundations are, the faster you can then grow and the faster you can scale. Because here's the thing, right? You're on a mission to create a better world with your product. And the startup world has taught you that you need an amazing product to do that. And then marketing will take care of the rest. Marketing and sales will bring people in, will convert them with a great product. But the issue is that marketing and sales, they're just amplifiers. Marketing and sales help you spread your message, your vision for this better world. But what if your message is wrong? You're just spreading the wrong thing, right? The problem is we often just sail through these foundations because these foundations aren't sexy. They're not Facebook ads, and you don't get like nice click-through rates and percentages moving up and down and all of that, and nice graphs and whatever. You just basically have to sit down, think about things for a couple of weeks maybe, and then go talk to people to see if the message works, right? Not sexy, and that's why we skip it, or we basically come to 80% and then leave it there. It's nice to work on marketing. It's not nice to work on sales. It's not, sexy to just think about things. And that's basically our issue. Just last week, I saw on a LinkedIn post where, the content creator said 90% of your work in the beginning as you're, building your startup is sales. It's not. Unless you have one of those products that just clicks with the audience and you don't even have to sell it because it just makes sense, it's really not. Every industry in the beginning, let's take CBD for example, or AI now. In the beginning, there is this massive hype where, you could pitch to an investor like our startup, creates an AI-powered donkey cart, and you're going to get 2 million in investment on the West Coast, right? Today, much more difficult, isn't it? Because AI has become, the market standard, and the hype is sort of, stagnating. So you sort of have to know what you're talking about. You have to know your shit if you want to get the same amount of money. When you have the right message, when the market is looking for a solution, sales are easy, right? And yeah, in that case, they are 90% of your job. You need to sell as fast as possible. But if your message is wrong, if your foundations are wrong, your marketing and sales are just spreading the wrong thing. And if you're spreading the wrong thing, your job is not to do sales. Your job is to figure out a message that works. So if you can't get traction, if you can't attract users, if you can't convert users, forget about Facebook ads for a second and figure out your message first. Facebook ads are there to spread your message into the world. If they're not working, your message is wrong. It's as simple as that. So you need to figure out, your basics, your message, your positioning, how you can convert the users. Now I'm here to help you out. So, on the bottom of this article, you can get a product market fit checklist. It's an 86 question template basically that will help you think through 14 sections basically. What is it that you're missing, like which questions you can't answer, and so you need to figure that out if you want to build product market fit, if you're serious about building product market fit. So go do that, click on the link below. I'll see you next time. May your customers love you and understand your product.